Okay, so Android Q Beta 2 has literally just dropped, and it's brought with it a few notable additions alongside some smaller incremental updates and tweaks. So let's delve in. Right out of the gate, arguably the biggest new addition has to be that of the new system-wide notification bubbles that somewhat resemble Facebook's chat heads. Unlike chat heads though, or any third-party app that replicates these, Android Q Beta 2 adds them natively, but it's still a little bit buggy with Gboard sometimes, and it does draw over pop-ups and whatnot. It also isn't available from the get-go. You do need to use ADB to enable the bubbles, so do proceed with caution. The gesture controls have finally just opted to outright steal from iOS with the new multitasking swipe gestures in Q Beta 2. Unlike the iPhone, only when used in an application can you swipe across the home button pill to switch between applications quickly. When using, you kind of need to think of it as an invisible deck of cards, so if you open Twitter, then YouTube, then Instagram for instance, to head back to Twitter, 2 swipes to the right will take you to where you left off. To head back to Instagram, swipe to the left twice and you'll be back on the gram instantly. We've been crying out for an update of gesture controls, and this is way more intuitive and just makes way more usability sense. Media has also had a proper focus in Android Q Beta 2, and it starts with a new progress bar and timeline scrubbing functionality for any application currently playing music or audio. It doesn't work all that well from the lock screen just yet, but being able to skip to the good bits of songs and audio podcasts is such a godsend in practice. I've tried it with a multitude of applications already and it works an absolute treat. It also works if you have a YouTube Premium account and have background playback activated. Continuing with the media theme, Q Beta 2 brings enhanced volume control settings, allowing you to adjust the volume of specific media notifications, call and alarm levels without ever needing to head directly into your settings application. It saves a ton of time in practice and stops you from ever needing to exit an app to adjust more than the current media playing. The final media-related update in Q Beta 2 is actually much more subtle, as the always-on display now takes the currently playing track or media and puts it in a much more prominent position on the always-on display before. The clock now shrinks to the size of a notification, meaning that you can quickly see what is playing without ever needing to unlock your device. The notification swipe actions were quite the polarising aspect of Beta 1, but in Beta 2 you can change the behaviour of the notification shade swipes as you see fit. Heading into the settings and advanced notification settings allows you to adjust whether swiping right or swiping left activates the sub-menu for snoozing or further notification settings. That said, it isn't returning to the old method, but at least you now have a choice of which way to swipe to dismiss notifications. Beta 2 has also updated the image sharing menu, so when you share images like screenshots for instance, you get a little pop-up that previews the image you're about to send. It's worth noting that it doesn't work everywhere or within every single application, but it's a less confusing way to share image content, and we're hoping it'll expand in the future. There isn't a ton more of note that is instantly accessible to anyone brave enough to install the Android Q Beta on their device beyond some janky eSIM support and a brand new battery icon, which I must say I am quite a big fan of. Of course, as this is still technically the developer preview portion of the Android Q Beta program, there are a lot of bugs here and there, meaning that we still can't recommend installing this on your main everyday smartphone. If you found anything yourself that you'd like to share or just want to give us your thoughts, then by all means head down to the comments section and let us know. Either way, this is Damien from 95Google saying thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you later.